Hello again, internet friends. Today I want to talk to you about a subject that I've seen come up quite a bit lately on social media, and that is tactical training and becoming a tactical athlete. But before that, I'd like to thank the sponsor of the episode, Toll House Cookie Dough. As you guys know, Toll House Cookie Dough is a well-loved and respected American company that's been around for about 700 years. And they've just come out with a new flavor that I think you guys are really going to enjoy, anabolic chocolate chip. Now, unlike other cookie dough companies, anabolic chocolate chip by Toll House promises 10 grams of trenbolone in each bite. So if you like the channel and want to support the show, go and purchase anabolic chocolate chip by Toll House, and you're going to be able to buy that wherever Toll House cookie dough products are sold. In your many hours of scrolling through social media, you've probably noticed the terms tactical athlete, tactical fitness, combat fitness, something like that. And I want to break down what exactly that can mean for you and why it's important for you to set specific goals so that you can have a specific training regimen. And that way, hopefully by the end of the video, you'll be a little bit more immune to some of these fitness buzzwords that we see, for example, tactical fitness, tactical athlete, because it's very common for people to see, oh, tactical fitness, I want to be a tactical guy, so I'm going to buy that training program. And that doesn't necessarily make the training program bad, but I want to help you guys understand the limitations of a phrase like that, especially when it's as general and ambiguous as it is. So when we hear the term tactical athlete or tactical fitness, we often have images come to mind of you running around with a rifle, you're rappelling out of helicopters, you're carrying wounded men to safety, all these kind of James Bond-esque type things. And there's nothing wrong with that. We need a little inspiration to guide our goals. But we have to be more specific with our goals if we want a realistic training program that's actually going to get us to whatever that idealistic fitness vision is. And it's easy to see a advertisement on social media that says tactical fitness, and you think, oh great, I want to be tactical, so I'm going to sign up for that program. And that doesn't necessarily make the program bad, but very often when you have a goal as ambiguous as being a tactical athlete, you get these fitness programs that are kind of all over the place, and they don't have a great direction, and they don't have a very good long-term progression. And those are the two main problems I see with these kind of online tactical fitness programs. One, there's not a specific enough goal to be helpful. Saying I want to be in better shape, I want to be stronger, I want to be a tactical athlete, that's not specific enough to be helpful. And two, there's no real progression to the training. A lot of these training programs, they're just CrossFit circuits, which I'm not against CrossFit or circuits, but they're just CrossFit circuits of cleans and burpees and sprints and front squats and just all this stuff thrown together, and you just go as hard as possible, and then that's it. So let's talk about how we can avoid these two pitfalls. The first thing is setting very specific goals. Now, in order to be that tactical athlete, we should probably be a little bit stronger and in a little bit better shape. And so you might want to pick 4 or 5 exercises that are going to help you get stronger, and you might want to pick 4 or 5 exercises that are going to help you get in better shape. Now, for the sake of time in this video, we won't get into exercise selection a lot, but let's give a very general example so you have an idea of what this might look like. Let's say, okay, I want strength goals, so I'm going to pick a overhead press, some pull-ups, I want to get better at those. I'm going to do a squat, and I'm going to do a deadlift. And those are going to be my very specific strength goals. And for endurance, I want to be able to run, I want to be able to swim, I want to go to jiu-jitsu twice a week, and I want to be able to ruck with a heavy pack on for multiple miles at a time. And I can hear a lot of you guys at home already, oh, this is common sense. Well, you'd be surprised at how many conversations I have with people who have very vague goals about wanting to get stronger and in better shape, and they want to be ready for the worst case scenario. And it's like, that's fantastic. That's a great thing to want to be. But what does that actually look like in your own head? And so if you take 5 minutes and establish these specific strength and conditioning goals, then we can begin to address our second problem, which is having a effective training progression, as opposed to a lot of programs where we're kind of doing everything all at once. In the beginning of your training career, you can get away with doing high volume and high intensity on a lot of different exercises all in the same week, but eventually as you get stronger and in better shape, that becomes unsustainable, and we have to have different periods where we focus on doing high intensity, low volume, low intensity, high volume. We have strategic deload weeks where we give your body a chance to recover, and there has to be some sort of structure to the training, because those cycles of build, retest, recover, build, retest, recover are going to be essential to you going from the average guy who's maybe in kind of okay shape to being above average guy who's in really, really good shape. So as usual, I did not get into the nuts and bolts of how to do all these things. I didn't talk about how do you know how many times a week to lift, how many times a week to run, when do you do the high volumes, when do you do the low volumes, how to organize all that throughout the month. If you want to learn how to apply all the things we've just talked about into your training on a day-to-day basis, I'm going to be talking in detail about those things on the Patreon. So I would recommend that you guys go over there, subscribe to that. I'll leave a link in the description below. But if I can get enough likes or comments on this video, I will post that Patreon video for free next week. That way you guys can get some more specific strategies on how to address the problems that we discussed in this video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.